Hi, Dave here, and we have a new episode in the art review series. And this time we're going to take a look at the work of Ahmed Aldoori. I think he actually started streaming in YouTube, like he's back in his YouTube kind of thing. And I do recommend you check out his channel, Ahmed Aldoori. And he has a lot of content. He has a lot of kind of podcast type of stuff. And he has a few tutorials here and there. And I'll just be providing the links to his YouTube, Gumroad, ArtStation in the description below. And yeah, I do recommend you check out Ahmed Aldoori. I remember watching one of his first Medcast videos, and I believe the video is entitled Dream Killers and something like that. And I don't know, it just felt so honest, and I could relate with that episode. And I think that video was what made me subscribe to his YouTube channel. I do like his art. It's very kind of my style, very impressionistic, painterly. It's kind of a mixture between Leyendecker and John Singer Sargent. The kind of looseness from Sargent and the kind of the dashy kind of paint strokes from Leyendecker. And I do think that Ahmed Aldoori, he did mention that he is influenced by the work of Leyendecker. So yeah. Anyway, that I do recommend if you're kind of in a tough spot in art, and you're kind of feeling discouraged, and maybe you're not getting as much support from your friends or family. I do recommend the episode on one of his Medcast episodes, Dream Killers. So we'll take a look at his ArtStation. Now, he doesn't have a lot in his portfolio ArtStation, and but I think it's enough. I'm sure he has a lot, like in his own kind of thing. But I think it's just trying to limit his portfolio. But anyway, so this is a piece Masquerade posted 5 years ago, and as you can see, it's sort of similar to, again, Craig Mullins, where it's very simplified in a sense that he doesn't overcomplicate the painting. And he doesn't even need much. For example, look at this hand right here. All he added was the biggest part of the hand that makes it look like a hand is the dark silhouette. And then the kind of light complementing that. You can see that dab for the kind of finger here and a few for the knuckles. And that's really all you need to kind of illustrate or suggest a hand. And that's what I think I do want to apply more in my work, where I don't have to overly paint everything and just focus on the essentials that can suggest the form and stuff. And even look at the face. It's kind of an egghead, and then a very kind of soft gradient from the bottom, because I believe the light source for this chick is at the bottom, and then some kind of nice highlights and stuff. And I think Ahmed Aldoori also likes using the mixer brush. He's more painterly, I guess. You can see kind of in the background, he likes using a few or kind of diverse set of brushes. And I think his brushes, his concept art stuff, is free on Gumroad. So I do recommend check out his Gumroad and just buy his, just put in 0 in his kind of concept art brush pack, and you'll get everything for free essentially. So yeah. So again, I do like the way he shows off the strokes, and I think he did mention that in one of his videos that it's just kind of his thing, the kind of impressionism stuff. And I guess that really does attract me in some way, because I am that kind of guy as well. not very you know what, let me drag this guy and then this two chicks. Yeah. So this guy was posted 5 years ago. Very cool. And I think right now Ahmed is working on a course in behind the scenes, and eventually he will obviously release it. And I'm pretty interested to see how kind of extensive his course will be. I'm not sure where he'll release it. Maybe in Gumroad, or I think maybe in Gumroad, probably. But yeah. And what's so cool is that he also has this thing with light. He's pretty playful with the kind of multiple light sources thing. And his work is generally colorful compared to mine. And again, look at the way he paints. It's not even that finished. But I do like it. And I think he did comment, wait, this is he did this in virtual reality or something. And I think he did mention that this is one of his studies, Star Wars portrait. A Star Wars. Wow, that's very realistic. And he uses very simple brushes. I think he mentioned that in one of his videos that he kind of critiqued himself that his work is not as finished, and he kind of he didn't feel good about it, I believe, in that video. But I don't know, I think it's just his style, and I do think it's what makes him very notable is that his work is not meant, I feel, to be overly rendered. And I think he was kind of struggling with that idea of maybe his work is not as finished. Yeah. So I'm not sure what that episode or what that video was entitled, but he did have that kind of self-critique in his own work, I believe, if I recall correctly. But yeah, so this one is actually a little more, it looks more finished because I think it's just more blended, but it's still pretty kind of loose. And yeah, it's and he hardly photo bashes. He doesn't use that a lot. He's more of the painter guy. He focuses more on characters, obviously, and it's way more, again, look at the way he paints the light. And he's pretty good with the colors. I love that kind of glow effect coming from the sun, and it's kind of creating this kind of orange effect. And look at his strokes. It's very John Singer Sargent kind of. And if you kind of look at the way he paints in his YouTube videos, he's very confident with strokes. He's not, of course, he's been doing this for a while, but he's not afraid to make mistakes. He'll just kind of paint over it and stuff like that. And I do like that kind of ballsy kind of confidence in his work. So these are some of his sketches. And even the way he sketches, it's kind of loose and very energetic, I'll say that, very dynamic. So from start to finish, I think from the sketching to the painting, his work just ends up way more dynamic. I mean, not just the perspective and stuff, but his actual brushstrokes. It's just confident. He's not very hesitant with his work. He just kind of dabs the paint in. And he's pretty cool with the, or pretty good with the lighting and the color effects. I think he has a tutorial on painting with color or something. And I think the example was he was kind of painting a face, and that was the focus of the tutorial. But yeah. I think he also stopped working on Patreon. I mean, yeah, he has a few patrons on Patreon, but yeah, I think he mentioned in one of his recent streams that he'll be focusing on YouTube streams, but on the kind of behind the scenes, he'll be working on his kind of digital painting courses and stuff. So he's kind of taking a shift in his kind of financial kind of direction. Very nice. There's some character designs. And he actually has a very stylized kind of style. And that helps. I guess it fits his kind of lean. Even if it does environments, it's still pretty dynamic. You know, he likes using very angled, very kind of shapes. He's not very chill with the landscapes. Whenever I do my own kind of landscape stuff or environment, it's usually in a kind of simple perspective, simple 2-point. But Ahmed here likes to kind of use more 3-point stuff, more dynamic kind of angles. And I think that's also a very key characteristic in his work. It's not boring at all. Because sometimes, you know, I do, there is a kind of standard kind of view in concept art. Same for environments. It's kind of a stable 2-point or 1-point. And Ahmed doesn't limit himself to that. So that's very cool. And I also like the way he uses his, let me drag that, pretty cool. His brushes, again, it's very simple. And I think it helps to focus more on the thing, on the painting, than the actual kind of brush variety and all. And look at the way he paints the boot right here. It's just a silhouette, and then he just painted another kind of layer of grays to kind of suggest a shoe or a kind of boot. And yeah, it's very impressionistic, his strokes. So he started with a sketch and then painted over it. Nice. And it's also pretty good with the faces and all. So one of his scribbles, nice concept. And I do think he does sometimes like to start with a kind of wash, with a kind of soft brush wash, and then he'll build his way up to a more kind of a cut or hard-edged kind of painting style. So I do like that. Maybe he did some watercolors back in the day. I don't know. But sometimes I've seen him in his kind of few videos on YouTube start with a wash, kind of a wash with a soft brush, and then started just painting over that in kind of a new layers. Sorry for the scrolling there. So he does a lot of sketches to kind of figure out the character design. And then I love this though. I mean, again, even though it's kind of a sketch, it's obviously more of a sketch than his work. General kind of work. But he can, if you kind of zoom this out, you can kind of feel the mood. And I do like that. Again, it's pretty good with the lighting and the colors as well. He's not a very kind of a analogous type of guy where he uses kind of the same colors all the time. Well, maybe this one. But maybe that's not right. I think he likes slightly more saturated work. I'll say that. Gosh, it's not loading. So some kind of weapon designs. I think he used to work for Aranet. It's kind of a game kind of thing. Early concepts for a skin in Guild Wars 2. I think it's a game posted 3 years ago. And again, very loose kind of sketch. And even the way he paints, it's getting slightly tighter, but you can still tell that he's pretty loose with it. Okay. Some more Guild of Wars stuff. Again, I also like the way he shows off the sketch strokes in the initial sketch. And I do think it adds more character to the character. Oh, so some environments, loading screens for Guild Wars 2. This one's slightly more finished to me. Yeah. So another Guilds of War thing environment. Ah, my neck. Very interesting. This reminds me of a certain artist who likes to paint in this kind of color scheme, and this more kind of an opaque painter. Ruxingao? Is it Ruxingao? Anyway, early concept. Again, the environment is pretty loose, but it's cool. Overwatch experiment. He did kind of finish the head here a little more. So some color schemes. And I do think his personal style fits the world of Overwatch. I mean, I don't play the game. I don't play games. But I've seen the kind of character designs in Overwatch. And I think Ahmed does have a kind of a similar style. And I do think his stuff fits the game. So I'm not sure if he does work for Overwatch or something. Or is just a fan. But yeah. Face practice right here. Now this one's more finished. Slightly, at least the kind of face is a little more rendered and more slightly tighter. But then I'm kind of glad he kind of loosened up in the ears and in kind of the edges, because that's what makes him very, notable. Oh wow, I think he has a tutorial of this on Gumroad. I haven't watched it, but this one's pretty cool. Now it's slightly tighter in the face. Again, that's obviously the focus. And even a bit here in the kind of shoulders and in kind of the top part of the boob. And I do like the way he showed the kind of fat right here. Where it kind of, whenever you push your arm towards something, there's a kind of a bit of fat that's, that pushes forward. So it actually does add more realism. And look at the way he paints the skin. There's so many kind of subtleties in the hues and value variations that it actually looks very real, even though the face is obviously stylized. Yeah, I think it's because of these subtle variations or gradation of value, especially value, and the way he lit up. It's not a kind of a sharp highlight like a metal kind of armor for the skin. It's a very soft, faded kind of a highlight. And yeah, I'm gonna keep that. So that's cool. Very cool piece. I think I do like this piece more than the kind of it's way back, but the other kind of it's the head design is kind of similar. It's more red and stuff. I do like this more. It's more chill and more mysterious. Yeah. Oh, I think this was the episode where he discussed something about his like work not looking finished or something like that, or something of that nature. I can't remember the actual kind of context of the video, but yeah, I think he was working on tutorials and he was kind of doubting himself. But I do think you'll be able to relate if you're kind of in his if you're kind of in a similar kind of style where it's more kind of like this. I'm not sure if I'm actually recalling it correctly, but I do love that episode as well. So a study in values. So black and white sketches and then painted it. I think this is a tutorial on Gumroad. Alright. Excuse me. Ooh, I do love the sketches. And again, they look pretty good. Again, this is a tutorial. Wow, fuck me. He does a lot of characters though. That's kind of his focus, obviously. Character kind of design. Yeah, and I think he pretty much has a good grasp of his own personal kind of technique and approach. Oh, I did copy it. Okay. Damn. And again, though, even though it's not completely finished, it's enough to kind of tell a bit about the character. So, not only is Ahmed pretty good in kind of the painting kind of thing, and kind of the approach or the technique of being kind of loose and impressionistic, but also design-wise, he's obviously more experienced. So, fuck, right. Oof, this one's a circus doll. This one is in his Gumroad store. Wow, pretty cool. And again, look at this. Even in this kind of level, it looks pretty good already. Damn. Fuck. This one's pretty cool too. Oh my neck. Oh. Again, he likes to show off his initial sketch lines in the back for the bird thing. And then in terms of the rendering aspect, he does use a few kind of soft brushes for the face, or maybe a mixer brush to kind of soften up those cheeks and stuff and some of the fats in the face. And yeah, even the hands are, again, it's very kind of silhouette-y. And then he painted this, the way he painted the light hitting this hand, and a bit of soft light for this kind of few fingers here. Pretty cool stuff. He didn't even have to like detail the whole thing. Pretty cool. And again, look at the way he paints the pattern. It's very loose but tight, kind of contained, slightly contained, but it's more in the level of being loose and confident. Cool stuff. Framed. That's the title of this thing, Framed. Okay. Yeah, this one is definitely way more painterly. I like this hand though. And again, he has a certain kind of proportions for his faces. Wow. I do like the kind of proportions when it comes to the amount of detail. For the background, it's more loose, way loose, and then he gets tighter with the main focus. For example, even in this kind of a fluffy kind of thing, this one is more flat, more loose, and he kind of rendered this part out a little more. So I like the way he chooses where he details or kind of renders things out a little more. Cool stuff, bro. Oh, this one's actually more finished to me. At least considering his kind of past portfolio stuff. This one's more kind of rendered. Yeah. I do like this one. And then you can see in the bottom, it's very Ahmed Aldoori. But yeah. Damn. I do like this kind of nice. Oof. I love the color scheme. It's kind of a rogue elf. Damn. Shit. So again, this is in his Gumroad. Wow. I do like this one. Look at that. Even though it's very sketchy, I mean, fuck. Look at the way he simplifies the face. And again, the lighting stuff is pretty good. Awesome. The face is a little more rendered for this one. And look at the way he added the kind of light here with one or a few brush strokes. Very nice. And then this guy. I do like that bit of texture in the forearm right there. Very nice. And he also simplified the background and stuff. So this is a mermaid art dumped. He did a lot of... Oh, damn. Oh, wow. Huh. That's scary. Or is it? Whoa. Again with the lighting. Maybe this chick is kind of in a cave. Right? Wow, look at the way he simplified the background. And he only rendered this kind of part. And look at that bit of texture there. It looks very fishy, right? Damn. I actually haven't seen this post. This one's more colorful. Oof. Wow. I do like this one. You know, I think he could also do a lot of keyframes, Ahmed, for like films and stuff. I think he wouldn't have a hard time because his work is very dynamic, and I think Ahmed is a good storyteller. I do like the way he focuses on this eye and then leaves this kind of faded. He doesn't render everything out. There's something about that kind of for example, I do like the way he does I do like the way he does the cut here. See that? It's a very subtle kind of deliberate kind of painting. And then he showed off the sketch lines again. Did I save this? Oh, I did save this. Okay. Oh no! Again, very awesome storytelling. This probably hurt. This could be some kind of smudge tool or a mixer brush, maybe. Very scary. Oh my lord. Fuck. I need to catch up. Look at... Oh shit. Did I save that? Look at that elbow though. Damn, Ahmed. Oh, this one's more chill. Oh, this one's more kind of innocent. I'm actually kind of falling in love with this kind of character. Wow, imagine being able to make artwork that evokes emotion. I love the teeth. Very sharp. This is more of a Poseidon type of character. More of a king. So this could be... Damn, I like the way he did the abs here. Damn! But the focus is obviously on this chick. It has more contrast. Slightly more rendered. And I think if an artist kind of shows off these sketch lines, they're kind of showing off. And they are showing off because they're pretty confident with the way they paint and sketch. So elegant. Damn. And again, it's pretty good with faces and stuff. Like you can do like expressions. Cool. Forearms. Wow. Damn, this guy's jacked the fuck up. I'll keep this. This is cool. So this is a mermaid. A maid. I get it. It's kind of a mermaid because it's a maid. Fish maid. Okay. Oh yeah, he's also a kind of a shit. He's also promoting this kind of a reference pack, and I think he is an affiliate, so he does make money by promoting this stuff, or he gets a commission. Ha ha ha! Nice. Again, look at the way he paints. Very loose, very confident. Ahmed is not joking, bro. Oh, damn. I love his brushes here. It's more chalky or more charcoal-y. Charcoal. Damn. I'm not sure how much time Ahmed spends time doing studies and stuff. But, dang. Oh. Yep. Some more kind of figure studies. The graphite reference pack. So I think that's it. Let me just... Oh, look at that. And I think the reason why he's pretty good with the characters, his character kind of painting and design, is because he actually does a lot of these studies and stuff. Wow. So yeah, that's pretty much his portfolio so far on ArtStation. So I do hope you enjoyed, and please do subscribe to his YouTube channel. Follow him on ArtStation, and reach out to him. Tell him you love him. Yeah. Stay free, folks. Stay free.